Hey, Tricia here from Club Scrap, and check out this adorable little gift card box. I made it this morning and thought it might be easier for you to see how it all came together. This one I finished in the Up, Up, and Away collection. It holds 8 A2 envelopes, postage, and 8 finished note cards. Probably would hold a lot more, but I just went with 8, a nice even number. So I'm going to do a variation of this exact same thing with the Hopes collection from Club Scrap. So let's get started with that. I'm starting with a 6 1/4 by 10 3/4 inch outer case paper, scored at 4 3/4 and 6 inches. And then just take a bone folder and go ahead and fold on the score lines. And that's it, folks. That's the outer case of your card holder. Thought it'd be good to reinforce it with some extra papers, so I've trimmed those to 4 1/2 by 6 inches, and those will go on the outside front covers. And then I've prepared a spine piece too. But I'm rounding with the corner chopper from We Are Memory Keepers, just rounding the outside corners of this case. I thought it would just kind of kick it up a notch a little bit. And I'm using the 1/2 inch setting on the punch. And then with the nesting panels for the cover, I'm just rounding the corresponding corners. So it's just 2 corners there. And with my trusty ATG adhesive, I will nest that outer panel onto the outer case paper. Again, that sheet is 6 1/4 by 10 3/4, but all of the measurements are at the blog Club Scrap Creates. So be sure to check out the detailed instructions there. So there's the other cover. And again, this is just adding a little bit of a decorative element and stability to the card case. Normally I'd even wrap stuff like this in mat board, but the paper just seems to be adequate for the purpose of this gift. All of these papers came from one 12 by 12 sheet. And it fits pretty nicely. Okay, next up we're going to make a pocket to hold our cards. This is 5 by 8 3/8 inches, scored 2 inches in from every outside edge. And then I'm taking a scissors and trimming right to where the score lines intersect, just across the top edge and the bottom edge only. Do not come in from the side. You want to have those 4 paper tabs so that we can just create our little box. It's very rustic. But it works. So once you get those slots cut, you can fold along the score lines. And with that done, flip the whole piece over and add adhesive right to those 4 outside tabs. Now I know it's on the right side of the paper that I'm adding the adhesive, but that's intentional. Then carefully flip it back over, and those outer squares then become tabs to hold up the side wall of the box. And I like how it reinforces it a little bit too. And just hold that side wall in place and tack it together. And it's a little makeshift container to hold your cards. All right, now just drop that right into place on the inside of your card case. And I'm just kind of guessing where the adhesive is going to go, and placing that on the card case and then burnishing it from the back side. All right, here are my 8 greeting cards. I've just made them from one Club stamp print and put them on 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 folded note cards. These are really sweet. Okay, throw those in there. And then next, let's go ahead and make a little pocket to hold some postage. I'm using a 2 1/4 by 4 inch rectangle, and I've scored a 1/2 inch in from the short edges and 1/2 inch in from one long edge. And then miter away the corners, bringing the scissors right through the spot where the score lines intersect. And then fold along the score lines in order to make 3 little flaps. I'll take my ATG gun and put adhesive on the flaps. You might want to use a smaller adhesive, but I just like the strength of the ATG. I know a lot of folks use score tape, and that works very well. So I'll just put this right on top of my pocket for the cards, and then when I'm placing it, I'll just support the flap of the pocket from the back. Now I have a 1 1/2 by 12 inch strip of paper, and I'm actually aligning it on the grid on the desk blotter that I'm working on, and then I will fold the strap of paper around the envelopes and secure it with a piece of tape because it's pretty narrow, but it just fits. go ahead and add adhesive right to the seam side of that band and place it on the inside cover. There you go. And don't be like me, remember to attach your ribbon closure before you add those outside panels. Hope you like this project and that you'll give it a try. Can't wait to see what you make.